Right, so we've just completed our waste audit calculations and we've done all these numbers here. Now let's convert them into graphs. See here, what we're going to do is we're going to paste some graphs in here that we're going to create from this waste audit sheet. Right, the first type of graph that we're going to create a pie graph, right? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hover over those three cells. Okay, so then I'm going to hold the control button. Okay, I'm going to hold the control button, and then I'm going to do average per bin. Okay, so let's do average per bin. So go and then, and notice that that's selected and that's selected. Well, let's make a pie graph of that. Right? So I'll go up to the insert button. Now I'll come across here and I'll hit pie. And check out all the options I've got there. See all the different type of pie graphs. Well, let's just create a straightforward pie graph. So I'm going to select that one and have a look at that. It's done that for us. Now, it's a bit boring. I want a couple of things to happen to that. All right. The first thing I'm going to come out, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go layout 1, and notice it's got the percentages there. Right. I'm going to click on that. And look at that. It's converted into percentages for us already. So it's worked out that, okay, that 31, 34, so that's 65% and 35% waste there. There's our first chart, but we need to give it a title. So what we're going to do is going to say average, okay, average waste type per bin, okay, and we have to have a title. There you go. So that's chart number 1 that we can use, okay, that we can refer to in our report. Now I'm going to click on that whole box, okay, Control and X. I'm going to cut that. Ooh, where'd it go? Okay, let's click on Graphs. Click on here and Control V. And there we go. There's our first graph. And we're going to be using that later. Waste audit. Okay, and let's make a graph for each of those like that. Alright, so once again, hover over those three, and then we're going to go Control, and we're going to do this. Now, whoops, it just goes through those three there. What we're now going to do is we're going to do a column graph, okay, total school daily waste. So back up to Insert, and we're going to go here, click on Column, click on the column graph, and we'll just go a normal column. Have a look at that, general waste line. Now that's not problematic, but we've got a couple of issues here. The first issue is there's no title. See if I make it bigger and all that stuff. So have a look at that. It's missing this heading, total school daily waste. We're missing access labels and we're missing a chart title. If we come up the top here, we'll say chart tools. You can see the different layouts, all that stuff, and format. You can do all sorts of things, but let's click on layout. What we want first is a chart title. So let's go above chart. Let's put that in. And the name of this chart is Total School Daily Waste. Okay, so there you go. So that's our chart title. Now we need some access labels here because these numbers can mean anything. So let's go over the top here. Now can you see access titles? We click on the upside down. So let's go the vertical axis. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to rotate it this way. Click rotate a title, and then we just click in there. Just go backspace there, and okay, and we're going to say the kilo. Okay, kilograms. Right, I'm going to click on that series 1. I'm just going to delete that there. Now we need an axis title for down the bottom. So click on axis title here. And then we want the horizontal title and title below the axis. And we're going to say type of waste. Okay, and there we go. And then you can play around with that as much as you want. So once again, we're just going to click on that thing. We're going to go Control X. Going to go to our graphs. Go Control V. Alright, oops. Just move that up there. There we go. Alright, and we're going to copy that into our report later on. What's another graph that we want? Let's have a look at our yearly waste. Okay, so we want a yearly waste type thing. So let's do that one there. So let's have a look at hover over those three. Right, hold the control button, go yearly waste. Tell you what, we're going to make a bar graph out of this one. Right, go up to insert, bar. We'll just go straight out bar graph like that, and there they are. Okay, let's get rid of that series one, just click on that delete, make that a little bit bigger. Now once again, we're missing our key things on here. So we go up to the Chart Tools tab, there's the layout. We need a chart title, and it's above there. And we know we're going to call this San Clemente's Yearly Waste. Okay. And I'll come up over here. Alright, we're missing some axis titles. Now down the bottom here, we know it's weight, so let's go to the axis title. We want the horizontal title below. Okay. In brackets, kilograms. Alright, and then we want the vertical axis title, rotated title, and we'll go type of waste. And there, backspace. Type of waste. Okay, there we go there. Now if you want to personalize any of these, then you just play around with the formatting. Okay, so you've got the different colors, you can put a thing, you can do different types of text in there if you want. Alright, play too much with it. You can change the color of the shape, each one, so this one could be green, purple, and just muck around with that as well. And once again, we'll click on that box, Control X to cut, go to graphs and paste it in graphs there, so I can spot them and mark them. Alright, there you go, and that's how you make the graphs. Now ensure that you have a title on each graph, and then you can see what each one is. So you can see that here we can divert all this waste just here, and even still here I can actually muck around with each one there. Layout, format, okay, shape outline, I can put a black, there you go, black there, and so forth. So you can muck around with that as well. Right, hope it's been helpful.